NCIS has been an ongoing series for quite a while now, and its cast have a great relationship with one another. Though the wider original cast are mostly gone, aside from a few original members, you can tell that the cast care for one another. So stay tuned to today's video as we discuss how one cast member shared a tribute with another in a very jarring way. First up, Dietzen paid tribute to his co-star with a very jarring image on social media. A new photo from an NCIS star left fans in a momentary period of shock as a recent post from him on social media featured his co-star Katrina. The picture saw the two of them looking happy but very exhausted as their clothes were covered in blood and sweat. This isn't very unusual for lots of TV show stars, especially with NCIS, as there is a lot more blood in the series than you might think. However, the images stunned the fans when they originally saw them online. This was initially believed as a teaser for something to come, but Brian made it clear in his caption that it was in fact a tribute to his co-star. He said that the picture was an awesome birthday shout-out to his co-star, referencing their long and grueling days they spent on set while filming NCIS together. The caption said, "Happy birthday to one of the best people to spend long days on set with. Have a great one, Katrina." Even the official CBS Twitter account left the comment that said, "Happy birthday to the Queen, Katrina. We're so happy to have you as part of the CBS family." One fan posted under the tweet, and it went pretty viral in the comment section. They said that they love to see these two together, and it's about time they had some good and fun times as well as happiness amongst all the bloodshed and trouble they face themselves with. Another jokingly replied saying, "And all you got for her birthday is a bloodstained dress." Brian's character, Dr. Jimmy Palmer, has been a staple on the series since the original season, but he eventually became a regular character in season 10 and then became a major fan favorite after that as well. The cast has changed quite a bit since the original 10 seasons, as the vast majority of the cast have now departed the series. Though the characters could come back and have come back in recent years, it looks like we won't be seeing all of them back on screen together until the final few episodes of the series. Though Brian has been there since the first season, Katrina has only been around since season 18, as she made her first guest appearance in an episode during that time. She was then eventually promoted to a main character status in season 19. In the show, the two characters started off as best of friends, but eventually sparks began to fly as they then admitted their feelings for one another during the season 19 finale. This was a very shocking twist for fans, as they did not expect Katrina's character to have this much of an impact on the characters in the audience. During an interview recently with Entertainment Tonight, Brian spoke of his experience working with Katrina. He said that ever since Katrina joined the show, they've really enjoyed having scenes together. He said, whether it's evidence finding or looking through an autopsy, they've always found somewhere to enjoy the scene. He then finally said that the writers have always given them some great scenes together as well, so he's very grateful for that. It's awesome to see an actor still enjoy their role on the series and still get things changed up for them. Being the same character for 18 seasons plus must get very exhausting for an actor, as they definitely want to swap things up. Though the vast majority of the cast left, their characters did change throughout their time on screen. Brian might be one of the only original cast members remaining, but he still enjoys his time on the show and loves the brand new character that Katrina plays. You can tell that he enjoys playing off of her and having a new relationship within the series to keep him going. And that's all we have for this section of the video. Please let us know down in the comments section below your thoughts on this image that was posted by Brian, as well as what it might mean for later ramifications in the story. And now, on to some other television news to wrap up today's video. Next up, The Last of Us show's Ellie was encouraged not to play the game. This might be one of the weirdest news stories we've seen within the television and gaming space combined. With the recent trailer release of the HBO The Last of Us TV adaptation, fans were expecting a phenomenal series. From what we've seen so far, the television series is very faithful to the original video game, and we can't wait to see what the actors are going to bring to their iconic roles. However, recently it was revealed that Bella Ramsey, who plays Ellie in the upcoming series, was advised not to play the game ahead of joining the series. During her audition for the part of Ellie, she was asked if she had played any of Naughty Dog's critically acclaimed video games. She answered very honestly and said no, as she was apparently encouraged not to before filming. She told USA Today in a recent interview that she was actually encouraged not to play any of the games. After her first audition, they said, "Have you played it?" And she said no. Then they responded with, "Keep it that way." She added that she did watch some gameplay on YouTube just to get a sense of the feel of it, but she was told not to look at the game so she couldn't be biased to her role. The series is definitely trying to stand out amongst the original game, but also keep very faithful to it. This could be one of the best gaming adaptations to live-action screen that we've ever seen, as it's going to be extremely faithful. The Last of Us game is a game that could be easily adapted to screen, as it's basically a movie series in of itself. Bella said that she's very excited for the series to come out, as it was such a big part of her life. She says she shot for a whole year, which is quite a long time when she's only lived for 19 years. She then revealed that Pedro Pascal wrote her a little card at the end saying how interesting that something so huge and life-changing should happen so early in her life and so late in his. She said it was such a sweet observation from him, and she had the best time filming. HBO recently released the first teaser trailer for The Last of Us, and it finally gives us a closer look at Ellie and Joel in action as they make their way across America. Along with finally seeing our two new protagonists, we also have a better but brief look at the series monsters. The clickers are some of the most iconic and unmistakable creatures within The Last of Us, as their haunting noises could not be mistaken for anything else. We also finally got to see Ellie's friend Riley, who was a major character in the additional DLC for the original game. It looks like they're incorporating Ellie's backstory deep into the series, which is an awesome thing to do. One thing that many fans are also expecting to see within the next 5 years or so is an adaptation of The Last of Us 2. Though the series is set a while after the original, by the time they get to filming, the actress for Ellie could have been aged up enough. Depending on how she ages over the next few years, she could just play Ellie down the line. Pedro Pascal will most likely also be up for this adaptation, as all they need to do is give him even more makeup to make him look older. Though The Last of Us 2 released to much mixed criticism from the fans and critics, we would still like to see the full story adapted to live action. Obviously, this is all banking off the fact that the first season does well, and that it adapts the entire story. We don't know if The Last of Us TV series will adopt all of the original Last of Us game, but we can assume that it most likely will, as the story should fit into the episode count. The Last of Us series is set to release sometime in 2023, and we can't wait for more trailers and the actual series to release. Please let us know down in the comments section below your thought on the trailer for The Last of Us live action, as well as this piece of information from the show's cast. And that's the end of today's video. Hopefully, you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comments section below. It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye.